All right, we're back.
No clue what happened.
Yeah, but we're back, and that's all that matters. So.
Okay, so WNBA, you're taking the liberty, but you were talking about the parlay.
Oh yeah, the parlay, so the Joey Chestnut one.
Yeah, explain it again.
So I took a fun futures one on the 4th of July when Joey Chestnut was about to win, and I was playing for the cash out. So my idea was I'm going to pick 3 or 4 things that I think are going to happen that should happen, like Joey Chestnut, the Astros winning the division. They were up like a game or 2 at the time in the division. They just snuck it out last night. And then the Aces to win the WNBA championship because they were just dominating and whatever, right? But the 2 things that I had that I was going to play for the cash out was I was like, I'm going to cash this out in October probably after the Aces win the championship. If LSU is 4-0 or 5-0, they're going to be close to a favorite to winning the national championship, and that's what I picked. And then I was like, hopefully Joe Burrow gets off to a good start. And the Bengals, I took the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. So those 2 are not looking good, and my cash out is at 18 cents. So yeah, it's not
18 cents?
Yeah, it's not going the way that I thought.
It would be LSU and the Bengals to mess that up.
Part of it. But you know what? Christian McCaffrey, when I bet him for we talked about it on here, he was plus 4,000 to win the MVP, and now he's plus 2,000. So they've cut his odds in half. He is now the 6th favorite to win the MVP.
Who's first?
Josh Allen.
Yeah. While Joe was figuring out the technical difficulties, me and him started to get into it because Josh Allen is the favorite to be MVP, and that doesn't make sense in my head. And,
why?
And
he just beat Tua, who was the favorite.
That's fine. It's one game, and I'm sorry, but Josh Allen did not get off to a good start this year.
He had one bad game, and then he had a mediocre game last weekend. But every other game, the 2 games were good. We had 2 really good games. He's got over 1,000 yards passing in 4 games, so he's averaging over 250 a game. He's got 9 touchdowns. He has 4 picks. He threw 3 the first week. So if he doesn't throw picks the rest of the year, but I'm saying, or that many, then and he runs up his touchdown total, what's the math on that? He's averaging 2 a game, 2.5 a game.
Yeah, whatever. Vegas knows, but
I know it's so crazy.
Not me. I'm not taking that one. Mm-mm.
I mean, his last 2020, 2021, 2022, his stats are crazy consistent. 37 touchdowns, 36 touchdowns, 35 touchdowns. Wow. He didn't. Who won the MVP in 2020? Because his numbers are goofy. 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, only 10 picks.
Who do you know? Who won the
2020? Oh yeah.
Oh, was it?
That guy's pretty good. Yeah, it was probably Mahomes.
Yeah, except he slides on the 2-yard line. All right. So what are we taking today?
Yeah, let's. Not a lot of things here for me, because I'm going to wait for tomorrow for MLB baseball, but I'm still going to put in some picks.
Sorry, to correct you, it's Aaron Rodgers won, A-Rod.
Wow, really?
2020.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I did not have a good day again. I was 1-2 last Friday for this weekend, so I am 19-31 on the year.
We're going to bounce back. He does win bets that he doesn't say on the show. I'll give you that credit.
Yeah. But like I said, we also pick sometimes crazy parlays, crazy odds.
Yeah.
So we are positive money still. Even with me losing $50 last weekend or on Friday, I'm still up $180. You're still up $400. And bets, and so the math on that, I mean, we're still up $570, something like that, overall. So it's not terrible. The win losses aren't the best, but that's part of betting. You got to take the losses with the wins, just as long as you're over. That's it. So we're good. And Joe, unfortunately,
I think we all lost this weekend.
Yeah, you lost on the hook.
That was obnoxious. So I had Washington to cut. It was, what did I need? I just needed them
9.5. Yeah, 9.5. You needed them to win by 10.
Yeah, lost. Or they won, but just miserable. I said on the 10-second runoff, I said that if Washington doesn't cover the 7.5 versus Arizona, we should just never bet again. So that's where we're at.
So we're gonna set this weekend out.
You did say that, dude.
Yeah,
Ooh.
That's part of it.
You got to keep going.
Yeah, minus. we had the minus 7.5. Yeah, that's unfortunate. God bless.
Yeah, my parlay busted. We didn't have a good weekend.
Stinky. That's all right. I'm gonna bounce back today. So the other night,
I will say, I'm sorry, I had to correct myself after this. So I will say that we missed the Washington, but I went against everybody and I took Auburn to cover the 14 versus Georgia. So I hit that.
Nice. I was a little nervous for Georgia on that one. Yeah. So that's nice. That was a good win. Again, we do place bets that do win. I know.
I swear.
On bets and breaks. I don't know.
We're not terrible.
Please join our group. If you guys are here and interested in telling our bets, please join our Cards and Culture DGen or reach out to us so we can share that link with y'all, because that's where in real time the picks go up there. You guys can tell them, grab them, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So my picks, we don't even go over them last week. They didn't hit. But I did a fun thing. So KBO, right? So the Korean Baseball Organization, that's the major leagues over in Korea. That's where I played my last year of baseball. I have a familial understanding of the league, the way games go, that kind of stuff. They play it's 12 o'clock our time here, 12 midnight or whatever, a.m., however you want to look at it. So technically it's tomorrow there, and they'll have games. So the other night, I put $75 on a parlay, and I woke up to $400 extra in my account. So that was kind of cool. Woke up at 5 a.m. and had extra $400 to play with. So that was kind of cool. So I'm going to try to follow that again today. I'm not going to do as crazy as parlay as I did the other day. I really only had three. I had 3 picks in there, and then I had a boost. So I put that in there, and I won some good money. But I'm going to do just strictly money line. That's KT Wiz and Doosan Bears parlayed together for plus 133. I'm going to throw $25 on that. And then, even though I got a lot of hate for this in the shop, I'm taking Daniel Jones over 269.5 pass rush yards combined, and Kenneth Walker to have 50-plus rush receiving yards, and that gets me to plus 100. I had a no-sweat bet, so I put $25 on that. I'm not a big NFL guy. I don't bet that much on there. I usually do because I'm in the shop, and I'll do some things for fun when the game's on, Joe Burrow, that kind of stuff, and I just put some money on guys that I like and that I want to root for and stuff like that. But I am a Giants fan, so I'll be looking for this one to hit tonight, even though Kenneth Walker plays for the Seattle. But the Giants also have a terrible rush defense, 29th in the league right now. So
I don't know how. I'm also taking. I have a parlay for the game tonight.
What is it?
I'm taking the Giants to cover the spread.
Nice.
Which I'm on the fence about, because Daniel Jones is 1-11 in prime time.
Yeah, Monday Night Football.
So I feel like everything in me was like, don't do this. But and I asked you this, when you look at like trends like that, and Seattle, you said Seattle never lost.
Seattle hasn't lost at MetLife Stadium, including the Super Bowl win that they have.
Right.
Was there. They're 5-0 there. And I guess on Monday nights they dominate as well, like overall as a team.
Yeah. So this does make me nervous, but like, when do you know to continue following the trend?
You never
versus know. Like, I know. Okay. Yeah. You never know. It's betting. It's risking. But like, do you follow the trend or do you switch it? Because
I don't know. It's tough for me because I usually follow the trend, usually. So I do have a up 10 anytime for money line. I'm going to throw $20 probably. I'm not putting this as one of my picks, but I'm going to do it on mine. I'm probably going to put $20 on the Seahawks to win the game, just in case.
Okay, my original parlay.
But they can still win the game, and you can cover the spread.
Yeah, that's true.
It could happen.
So I'm taking the Giants to cover the spread, and then Darren Waller under 49.5 yards, and Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown.
Ooh, the under, huh?
Yeah.
What's the reasoning behind that?
The matchups that I think he's going to
All right. I like it. Okay.
Now I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm like,
no, I'm about to tell your ass.
You can't. You already said you're going to take Seattle.
I can have multiple bets. Like,
what? Okay.
And again, the Giants can keep it within 1 or 2 and still win the bet.
Okay, wait.
Which means the Seahawks can kick a field goal as time expires to go up 1 or 2 and win the game.
Yeah.
And the parlay can still hit.
I know. Backtrack. You're going to place 2 bets and take like
I'm threading the line. Yes.
I'm not like thinking that. I'm learning.
Yeah, you can do it.
How do you watch the game like that? Like, how do you like?
Where I would win more money is the one that I'm cheering for. So if I'm gonna put $25 on plus 600, I want that one to hit versus $25 on the money line where it would actually only win me $20 because it's like minus 140 or something like that for them to win.
All right, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, so I'm rooting for that overall, but what I think is going to happen, I still have some money on to cover my ass and get my money back of the $25 if that loses.
Strategy.
So a little bit of a hedge.
We don't just throw money around.
Speaking
he does have strategy.
Speaking of hedge, we were in Texas, so I couldn't place bets because we bet this on the road to Houston. The first 2 hit of my parlay. which means I had no skin in the game, no money. Right. I could have made a $500 bet on the under of Alex Bregman to not get the 2 hits and guaranteed myself some money. And I couldn't do it because we were in Texas. And they did make me feel better though, because I was like, should I hedge it? Should I try to figure out a way to do it? Like I was trying to like think, and they were like, no, let it ride. And I was like, all right, good. Like I was like, good. It made me feel better, but it would have been nice to win $1,000. You know, that would have been cool.
That's rough.
Yeah. So I looked it up. It was I put 750 in the book. It was plus 120. It would have made me, I think it was like 900. So I did have a clear hedge and could have, but
it's all right.
Hindsight's always 20/20, right? All right. So quick collectibles news. My apologies to any of our anybody who's watching, and that comes in our shop. I apologize as a store owner that the experience that we promised probably wasn't there for you this weekend. On Friday, we talked about Contenders Optic in the morning coming out. We left for Houston thinking that we were going to get the product later that afternoon, like we usually do on release day, even though it's a little later. We did not get the product. It just just came in our door at 2:15 this afternoon. So my apologies to the locals that support my business here. That's part of our experience. I'm working with Panini. They are in shambles right now. I'm not very happy with Panini. I think that's really bad look, and it's really hard as a local business owner. And here's my perspective on it, right? I made a little tweet about it. I put it out there. But as a local business owner in an economy that is going down, right? My business, our business here is a hobby. It's discretionary income. It's extra income. And during financial times that are hard, people are holding back on those types of purchases, right? So our shop is going to take a hit because we are a hobbies collectible shop. People don't have the same money to spend. When we have regulars that are big fish, you know, for our business that want to rip this exclusive product that comes out, that want to give us their business, and we don't have that product, that is a really, really, really bad experience for that customer. And they're going to go buy it somewhere, right? They want to rip that product that day. So they're going to go try to find a local competitor, or they're going to go online and they're going to rip a break online. Who's not to say that they didn't have a great experience online and they had a lot of fun and they got a case hit online, and then that person doesn't walk in my door ever again, or not as much, right? Because now they know that there are other options to break and get their product other places. So that hurts me as a business owner. It hurts me as for an experience for the people that come into my shop that trust that we have good product, we have it on time, especially when they're pre-filling breaks and different things like that. So again, my apologies. And I just wanted to shed some light on the perspective of a business owner and why that's important,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Especially on release day. Like that's the whole rush, is people want it. Right. They want to come in. That's fun. And also, right, like let's talk numbers here from a business perspective. The day of release is the highest, usually most product, that's the highest that the price is going to be, right? So I maximize my profits on those days. And when I don't get it till Monday, maybe the market drops. People have ripped maybe and hit some one-of-ones or hit the things that they were chasing, and the market might change. And now I don't make profits as much, you know? And to me, I don't know, that just should not happen. And yeah, when a small business owner, you know, it's just tough. And we're gonna pile on Panini too, because there was a tweet or an Instagram post out there that somebody found the cards that you get that we talk about, right, in a trash can, in a trash, whatever, composter, whatever you say that word is. But anyway, Panini sent cards to a player, which already had me scratching my head, because when I signed cards as a player, there was a Panini rep that sat there for 6 hours and watched me sign every single card, every single sticker. We signed after, like, all these things legally, that I was the one signing those cards. So for Panini to send it, I'm hoping, I know during COVID things were different. I'm hoping it was during COVID. But if not, that's pretty ignorant to me that you send a product to a player and you don't watch him sign stuff. Anyway, that was found in the trash can, which means that this kid, whoever they sent it to, in the product had a redemption, which means that somebody opened up a pack. There was a thing that said, you're promised an autographed card of this player. He hasn't signed them yet, so we will send it to you when you redeem this code and we get the cards, we will send it to you. That means that no one's getting any of those cards because they were found in a trash can and he didn't sign them. I'm sure now that it's been public, he's going to do something to make it right, or Panini's going to do something to make it right, hopefully. But either way, it's a really bad situation, and Panini's a mess. They're a mess.
I feel like every week we have something else come out with them.
Yeah, they're a mess.
Dude, the cards that you put on your story, that was last week.
Oh my God, yeah.
That was so bad. I wish we could show it. Like, how really does that happen? Explain what it looked like.
Yeah, so we opened up a pack of Prism cards here, and basically they were like, first of all, right? A manufacturing issue that sometimes happens where one card is printed on another card, right? And it just missed maybe like something in the process. But then they cut them in diamonds. Like there was chunks missing out of the like they're supposed to be a rectangle, right? They were it was a joke. Anyway, I'm trying not to hate on Panini too much.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
And I'll leave it at that.
Their counterpart, though, Topps Fanatics, do have it figured out. They're in a legal suit right now, so hopefully Topps, wins this because they're just doing incredible things for the hobby. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. They had something called a Topps Rip Hobby Night. I'm going to pull it up. There was basically Topps picked 5 different shops throughout the country and their headquarters in New York City, and they invited superstars to come rip with fans. It was absolutely incredible. So literally people like Kevin Hart, Tom Brady, Jason Tatum, Corbin. Wow. So wherever the cities were, right? Yeah. Like the New England one Tom Brady went to, or actually I think he was at the headquarters one in MLB, but Jason Tatum went to the one in New England. Corbin Carroll went to one in Arizona, right? There was a UNC or a North Carolina one, and what's their quarterback name? Drake May. What?
Drake May.
Yeah, Drake May. He went there and signed autographs. Oscar Tshiebwe, the center for the Kentucky basketball team, went to the Kentucky one. So again,
that's so cool.
Topps is doing it. Michael Rubin was there, like just with Kevin Hart. They have a partnership, obviously, and stuff like that. So they are doing it for collectors. They're making an experience. They're handing out quality product. They're doing things for the hobby that are good, and they're bringing people in. They're bringing collectors in. It really is just a great show that they're doing. So shout out to Topps. You guys did a great job. It looked hella fun, and I would love for my shop to be included in that one day. We have LSU in our backyard. There's some big name people there right now, so we could do some cool stuff together at Topps. Maybe think about it. It would be fun. So I think they're doing a great job, and hopefully they do that in the future. And as we expand and grow, hopefully we'll be involved too. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
In other news, how about this? Mickey Mantle. I don't know if you know this, but Mickey Mantle cards are like the thing in the hobby. It's like I don't know what it is.
I knew
like,
that.
Yeah.
I don't know much, but I did know that.
So I think we had a painting of the actual card in here, but it's not in here anymore. But anyway, his rookie card is one of the most sought after cards ever. And so one of them, an SGC 6.5, sold for $183,000 this weekend because it was owned by Mickey Mantle. So it's in the title, like the grading company verified it. It was really cool. He once owned it. And there was a premium on it because according to our friends over at Slab Stocks, I'm going to pull it up real quick. The last 5 sales were not $183,000. The last 5 sales were $157,000, the exact same card. So it actually, this exact card went up $30,000. $228,000. So that one was very well centered. And that's why, because people value like the centering on it and like the aesthetics of it. So that one sold for a premium. But the other one sold for $115,000, $76,000. So that's really interesting to see it jump that much just because he owned it. So again, collectors, you like unique things, and that's a true one of one for that card because it's really the only known one in circulation right now that he owns. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, to buy the card of someone who owned it. That's sick.
And it's Mickey Mantle too. Like it's just an iconic card and everything too. So I thought that was cool. But I'm probably gonna have to wrap up here because my voice is going. I'm going downhill. Sick. Yeah, I'm going downhill.
I look a mess.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yep. But seriously, thank you guys for being here. If you guys enjoy this, please like, share it. We will be back tomorrow. My voice will be better.
Hopefully,
I'll do some stuff.
go
Honey,
get a shot or
tea,
something.
right? Whatever.
Go get some medicine.
That's it. I'm gonna go get some immune stuff, build my immune system back up.
Great.
Yeah.
And I was with him all weekend, so I'm next.
Part of it.
Oh, great.